Hey guys, EC Network here, coming at you with another video. Since the dawn of TV and the dawn of cable, action shows have been one of the more prevalent genres on TV. Definitely in the form of live action shows, but also in the form of animated series. Whether it be in the late 90s, early 2000s with all the different superhero action shows like the Justice League Unlimited, the Batman animated series, I could go on and on and on. Action shows have always had a prevalent place on TV, and especially on Cartoon Network. In the mid-2000s, Cartoon Network came up with the show called Ben 10. And Ben 10 kind of took the world by storm, making action shows even more prevalent in cartoons. We started seeing shows come out such as Danny Phantom on Nickelodeon. We saw a plethora of action shows premiere on Cartoon Network, such as Batman the Brave and the Bold, Young Justice, Generator Rex, The Secret Saturdays, just to name the few. I could go on and on and on with the amount of action shows that Cartoon Network had back in the day. And honestly, action shows were kind of Cartoon Network's bread and butter for a long time. They even rebranded Fridays to be all about action, and Friday nights was the premiere day for action shows to premiere new episodes. Every Friday, if you wanted to see action, that was the place to go. But what happened since then? As we all know today, Cartoon Network doesn't air action shows at all on the channel. So how did it go from being the place to watch action cartoons to now basically not having a single action show at all? Well, if we look back, like I said before, 2005 is when the original Ben 10 came out, and it was such a huge success that Cartoon Network started to greenlit a lot more action shows on the channel. So what we saw in the late 2000s and early 2010s is a plethora of different action shows coming onto Cartoon Network. But it wasn't the only genre on the network. There were also still other genres, comedies and whatnot still on the channel, but action shows, I would say, were becoming very prevalent. Then all of a sudden, in 2014, Stu Snyder gets fired as the president of Cartoon Network, and something happened around that time. Christina Miller took over, and since then, action shows have pretty much died on the channel. The last action show that Cartoon Network actually premiered, and the last Cartoon Network original, I should say, was Ben 10 Omniverse. Ben 10 Omniverse premiered in 2012 when Stu Snyder was still the president, and then it ended in 2014 when Christina Miller took over the channel. And I've made a video about how Omniverse was mishandled, and I'll leave a card above or a link in the description below for you guys if you want to check that out. But the way that show ended just kind of proved that Cartoon Network really doesn't want action shows on the channel anymore. And the biggest debate since then has been, why was that? Why did Cartoon Network want action shows to get off the channel? And that remains to be a mystery. I will say though that it's kind of something industry wide we've seen since the mid 2010s, that action shows really haven't been as prominent anymore in the animated industry. They've kind of taken a back seat and other genres have come to the forefront, such as comedies. But I will say that since Tom Asheen has taken over, we do know of at least one action show that has gotten greenlit in the new Batman series, Batman Cape Crusader. So that begs the question, is there going to be a resurgence of action cartoons once again on Cartoon Network? And I will say that remains to be seen, but I do think that Batman Cape Crusader is definitely a sign that action shows aren't dead, and maybe we'll see more action shows pop up on Cartoon Network in the future. At least one could only hope. But anyways, let me know in the comment section below if you remember back in the day when Cartoon Network had so many action shows, and if you wish that they still had a ton of action shows like they did back then. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.